Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
Anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
or I'm sorry, no, Freaky Dicky was last night. Tonight, this one. What is up with this tonight? Hey there, BMRL. Hopefully we can get this situated here for everything tonight. And I am unsure what is going on with our It looks like Steven Schu's coming out on track for his qualifying time. And I do not have the SDK up here where I would like. On screen, as you look down there on the bottom, John Daniels is out on track. Rick Baldwin out on track. Jeff Scott, along with as we're still having some problems here. I'm going to see if I got, as the O2 of Jack Daniels, or I'm sorry, John Daniels, sorry about that, John Daniels ends up is going to coming up here. There's number 90 of Angel Santiago out there in the number 90 machine, making his laps around. As I can, but I am a little bit of a break before I continue on. So it looks like qualifying is winding down as we got 3, 2, 1. Car is pulled into the pits, and that'll do it for our Chris Phillips for Andrew Smith there in 8th. Tanner Speakman there in 9th. Matthew Gall in 10th. Rick Baldwin 11th. Casey Ellis there in 12th. How far back in 13th is Angel Santiago. Jeffrey Ledford there in 14th. 15 goes to James Wagoner. Johnny Hurst will be rolling off in 16th. 17th, Wyatt Blair. And 22nd, Mike Davino there in 23rd. 24th goes to John. Dana Hentings there in 28th. 29th for Tony Richards. Here they come off pit road. It's 6-way. As we're trying to figure that out here.
Green flag.
Just in the middle lane, but it keeps it straight. Here we go along the back stretch.
Out there to throw the damn caution. Big crash. Bro, if you could, I had no idea what was happening there.
Yeah. We're trying to get this settled in and get this race underway here tonight, as it just It's on the night, because it was jumping around a little bit last night also.
Green flag.
As they head down here in the corner number 1 here. And we're having some struggles here, and I'm not sure why. I think I'm going to end up making... All right, we have lost the race, so we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
Folks, as we're trying to get this underway, and of course my camera's not working here either, so this is a lovely night. Trackside there, that's looking for the game, and we should be hopefully a little better now. Caution is out. We're going to see what this caution is for here at lap 13, if we can get...
Yes, I do, sir.
Over here. Maybe it caught it. caution comes out there, so I did not find it. Let's get smooth out once again. Here, light's still on the pace car. Now lights are out. They're getting lined up side by side once again here at Kansas for the Roughneck Racing, and we're here on lap 16 of 100. Hopefully, with us trying to reboot the server here, we can smooth it out. Come on. In here. We've lost the entire field. It can be okay a little bit one week, and then the next week it's just a problem.
Green flag.
Green flag is out. Here we go. We're back underway. And there you see the 88 of Mark Morton out there on the outside, getting pushed along by Chris Phillips as Andrew Smith takes the lead off that high side. Down here in the corner, number 1. That's 45 of Dalton Steele is on the outside, being pushed along by the 88 of Mark Morton. as they try to rocket ahead into that first position there as they come off the corner, almost looking 3 wide, as the 6 of Chris Phillips is in the middle. Second on back as we're still catching some problems. Like I said, unsure exactly what's causing it. Embarrassing to me as all can be. I thought I had this fixed last week, and I guess apparently not. That is Dalton Steele is in the lead up there on the high side. Mark Morton down there on the inside with that number 88 down here through the trioval. Side by side still as we're is out on that outside lane, I believe. No, he's not. He's down on the inside. That's Stephen Sue up on the outside. And looks like the 01. I have heading since all my run. Wide as they come through the trial. Down back in the corner, number 1 and 2. Gaines Wagoner down there on the inside. There's the 31 off Blake. Of Johnny Hurst. Down here in through the waist tonight. Down here in the corner, number 3 and 4 have become rocketing out. It's still Chris Phillips out there in front as they come down across the stripe. Dalton Steele back here for it. Andrew Smith up in fifth. And they're coming off the corner, back onto the backstretch. Steele a little loose along with Blake Witowski there on the outside, getting a little wobble out. He's going to head down there onto the apron. Looks like he's heading to pit road. All right, out. Going on. Down through the trial, it's still Chris Phillips out front. Dalton Steele there in third, with Mark Morton in second. James Wagoner had moved himself. Backstretch, lap 35, 100 on the board at the moment. Back down here toward 3 and 4. Nobody blinking, still going on. As Chris Phillips down here in the corner, number 1, 2, as they come working off. Or I'm sorry, that's 3 and 4 as they come working off. Mark Morton there in second. It looks like we still got some lap down cars. As we got cars making pit stops. As we see the pack coming off the corner here for lap 37 of 100. Got a little bit of choppiness going on as they come back across the stripe here with Chris Phillips leading the way. Back here you can see the 77 of Adam Sprinkle, Tanner Speakman in the 73, Brian Hennings, they're side by side back here. Look through everything here. And James Wagoner up here in second now. Jeffrey Ledford in third. It looks like pit stops are going on as Dalton Steele, Mark Morton, Christopher Barker are all down here on pit road. Rick Baldwin as well.
Caution.
Caution is out.
Good job, bud. Tell me what you got quickly.
Here at lap 41, we got a bunch of cars here. Not sure what happened. We'll see if we can get any inkling of what went on. Shoe goes up into that outside wall. Here comes Matt Gall. He's there going underneath. The pit road is busy. As we're trying to get the cars back here. Jeff Scott out front in that number 38 machine. And what I'm showing here on my scoreboard, I don't know if that is correct or not. Let's see what we can do here. If we can get Jimmy to talk to us.
Yeah, I got you. Well, unfortunately, got caught up in that last one. It's hard for me to hear you with all these guys yapping on the radio back and forth. But yeah, just try. I'm just hanging back, man, because it's not as bad as it was last week. But we've still got some guys pushing it 3 wide and stuff. So just hanging back. It bit me there, but you know, it is what it is. Just going to try and survive. Our fast repair's gone, so just got to try and keep the car clean and make it another 57 laps.
Best show we can. Just unfortunately, I'm having my own issues here in the booth, and I have not a clue. I mean, you're still sitting about 15.
Absolutely. Just going to try and, like I said, just try to survive right here on this restart.
All right. Well, good luck to you.
Thanks, sir.
Well, that was Tim Richards, our here in the number 2, sitting about 15th position here on the restart here as we get ready for it. The pack is coming down the backstretch. Side by side, still got a little bit of hiccup here. Trying to figure out what it's all from. Like I said, I don't know exactly what's causing the hiccup here. Jeff Scott up there on the outside of the starting grid as he is up there in that number 38 on that outside. Now that outside has prevailed a few times here tonight. Can that bottom side prevail now?
Green, green, green.
And he's got the 6 of Chris Phillips there below him. James Wagoner behind him. Now that comes storming down here in the corner, number 1. The 01 of Ledford is down there on the inside, pushing along the 6. We've got some more jumping around going on here. Or it's supposed to, as we're trying on YouTube. Side coming out. As we still got drive.
What was the fucking caution for? Big crash? Okay, man, I don't know. I'm sorry.
No. To get anything. So Chris Phillips with Jeffrey Ledford there in second. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
Oh, we're lining side by side up again here through the corner.
Green flag.
Done. Down here. Them or more on board them. Now we come roaring out of the corner. Caution is out. Theresa having problems.
It's all on you, man. It's all on you. You make the call here.
Here we go. As we're coming out of Tony Richards, collecting the 66 as well. Jason Kinney, none too pleased there. Again, I'm apologizing to Roughneck Racing for the problem with the stream here. Alright, as we're getting ready down here. Still lining up here for the restart. Chris Phillips back out to the lead with Jeffrey Ledford there in second. Jimmy Pyle in there in third. Brian Hennings fourth with Andrew Smith-Fifth. Benjamin Richardson sixth. Greg Pillar in seventh. Matthew Gall eighth. Christopher Barker ninth. Rick Baldwin 10th. Jeff Scott 11th. John Daniels there in 12th. Mark Morton 13th. Dalton Steele 14th. Casey Ellis will round out your top 15 here so far tonight. Lights still on the pace car. Maybe we'll get them to go out this time as the drivers start to line up back together here. Side by side, lights are out on the pace car, so they're going to start lining up side by side, getting ready for the restart here at lap 59. And they take the green flag. Now off the corner, here we go. Side by side as the car is coming off the corner.
Green flag.
but tonight it just does not looking like that. VMRL, if you're watching, we're going to get to you as soon as we can after this race is over, as we still got 40 laps to go here, or 41 laps to go, plus the interviews here in Roughneck. So we'll get to that as soon as we can. Just bear with me, as I might take a couple extra minutes here tonight to try to figure out something to try to get the stream settled down in a way. Chris Phillips out front here, side by side. Lost the pack. Sorry again, viewers. I'm struggling here tonight to find answers. I even spent a whole afternoon on the internet trying to search why my skew would be so screwed up. And I've done what they've said, and we're 3 wide there with the 74. And follows in behind, up there on the outside lane behind Chris Phillips. As he under the corner, now we have Chris Phillips. For that second spot. They're trying to get up there and battle with Chris Phillips. I would say there's probably still one more set of pit stops to go as Rowdy goes down there to the inside of Ledford. Coming through 3 and 4, back out here through the triangle. Ledford getting that momentum on the outside. Here comes the 4 of Andrew Smith as he looks to the outside of Rowdy. As we're now on board of Rowdy. Coming down here into the corner. There you see no one of Trafford out, or Ledford out on the outside. Well, they hold it together. As the 4 got loose, Andrew Smith out there on the outside ends up giving problems. Now they brought it straight back out as they come back down through the triangle. Front to back, there you see the 4 coming down through into corner number 1 they come. Front to back. As Rowdy not giving up here on left. As we're still battling this skew issue here tonight. And there you see the 76. And where is... Try to see here as we've lost some driver. James Wagoner sitting here back there in 12. Jeff Scott in the 38 machine back here in 10. Chris Bart there in the 46 machine. Chris Phillips out here leading the way. Jimmy Pilot there in 3rd, and he's got Ledford there in 2nd. Rowdy, though, has company from the 4 once again of Andrew Smith down there on the bottom side. And right behind him is the 74 of Brian Hennings, and that outside gets some momentum. Yeah, Noma TV, if you can help me figure it out one day, if you and I can sit there, Richard, and figure out what could be my issue. Because what you're seeing on stream is what I'm seeing in person. So, that is coming from iRacing itself. I don't have too much control over it. I backed my graphics down. I've downgraded my internet, per se, on the iRacing server itself. We've gone that route too and completely reset them back to what iRacing would recommend. Benjamin Richards back here in 9th. Greg Pillar there in 10th. Hopefully everything. Chris Phillips still out there in front. Jimmy Piling in 2nd with Jeffrey Ledford there. Yes, is going to take a shot there to the inside, heading to fun. And it's Chris Phillips out front with Jimmy Piling there in 2nd as he's trying to chase him down. But he's still got the likes of Ledford right there behind him. Back through the tryout here at Kansas. And my tooth is starting to act up here some more. So this is going to be a fun night to get through all of this here. As Smith there in 7th now as he's falling back a few spots. James Wagoner currently sitting in 9th. Out front as it stands right now as we're down to 26 laps to go here for the Jimmy Piling out front with Chris Phillips there and Sure. Ten. Well, now Greg Killer is taking over 10th position as it comes storming back down through. That's still off front. It's Chris Phillips as, oh boy, am I making myself dizzy here. As Ledford getting gained on there by the 74. Brian Hennings. is gaining on the 01 of Ledford. As AC Ledford up here to second, as Rowdy is up to first, as I believe Chris Phillips came into pit road, or he disappeared. Hold on a moment as we see what happened to Chris Phillips. I'm unsure what happened to Chris Phillips there. And he was out front. As Pilot now is our race leader. Trying to figure out where Phillips went, as Phillips is now a lap down. He lost connection, it seems. Pilot coming into pit road. 19 laps to go here tonight for the Roughneck Racing. James Wagoner Welding, Gen 6 Series here this Monday evening from Kansas Motor Speedway. And things have settled out for the time being. We'll see if it stays settled out till the ending of the race, which is in 19 laps. Pilot ended up down in the pits. Jeffrey Ledford there now is taking the lead. You see down there on the inside, that is the lights of the 8 machine of Mikey Davino, as leaders come roaring past him as we're on board of the 74 of Brian Henning. Henning stays to the top side as they come through corner 1 and 2. James Wagoner now moves up to second as Christopher Barker moves up to first as drivers are making green flag pit stops as Jeffrey Ledford is down there on the pit road and piling back out on track, currently sitting 18th. Trying to see what happened here to our race leader, that number 6 of Chris Phillips. I don't know. He's not here no more, so I wonder if he has the connection issue as we're watching the battle between Brian Hennings and James Wagoner as they come down here in the 3. And we have a crash out here. That's the 74 going around here with 15 laps to go. This is really going to shake things up as we were in the middle of green flag pit stops. As you see, Brian Hennings facing backwards here on the backstretch at Kansas. So here you see coming out of, I believe it is 2. Comes down off, gets into Wagoner. Wagoner goes down there onto the inside. Wagoner keeps it together. Keeps it rolling straight. Matthew Gall there in 3rd, but he's going to be scored behind Wagoner possibly. As problems and lie for the 74 Brian Hennings. Oh, now the question is, who's got caught a lap down? And who can continue this race? Here as we got as everybody working through here, trying to figure out who. Parker is the race leader. Some of these drivers trying to stay out and get their lap back. And that looks to be like Jimmy Pyland up here in front. We got the 35 of Casey Ellis. We got Ace up here as well, and at number 96. 4 of Andrew Smith. The 01 of Jeffrey Ledford. And here comes James Wagoner now as we're getting set to rock and roll as everybody's running around the pace car. Getting side. James Wagoner and sponsoring the out there in that number 30, sponsoring that Noma TV. We got things situating out here, it looks like. Pace car is off. We're going to come across the line with 10 laps to go here tonight for the James Wagoner Welding Gen 6 Series here tonight. Corner number 1, it is still Chris Barker. Out into the corner, leading the way. Wagoner out there on the high side trying to get help from Gall, and I'm trying to see who else. That's the number 19 of Rick Ball, and I haven't really heard too much from him here tonight. As the 02 John Daniels, he's up here as well, right in front of James Wagoner as they fight for the lead here coming to 9 to go. Another caution is out. We got a car spinning around. That looks to be the 78 of Matthew Gall and many others here tonight. The 4 involved. Trying to decipher who's all involved in this one. It looks to be Mikey Davino also involved. A 55, I believe, if I'm looking at it correctly, or 56. Benjamin Richards is involved. 56, I'm sorry. 56 Benjamin Richards involved. Wyatt Blair, not sure where he's at, out on the track at the moment. So big crash here on a lap with 9 laps to go. Gall gets loose, ends up into the outside wall, spinning around, some drivers getting into him, and then more calamity behind him as the 77 you see loose at the front end. Trying to see, that was the 4, I believe, collecting quite a few cars there of Andrew Smith. Or maybe it was the 96 of Ace. Problems. Down the front stretch once again here as the laps are winding down. They're going to come across the line with 5 to go here from Kansas Speedway here tonight. Then we're heading to Las Vegas for next here. We do have that feature coming along as well, and they know we'll be there as soon as we can. But like I said, we do have some problems going on with either internet or graphic. I'm not sure exactly which. I don't doubt it's graphic, as I've lowered a bunch of settings, and hopefully it looks okay on stream. It's still causing some issues here tonight. green flag going to be out as they come off of 4. Coming through the restart zone with Barker up there in front with, there you see the 0-2 of John Daniels. Dalton Steele there in 3rd. Jeff Scott there in 4th. James Wagner in 5th with Mark Morton in 6th. Rick Baldwin there in 7th with Jeffrey Leopard. Stands right now as Dalton Steele is battling for the lead. Coming off the corner, where did Chris Barker still out front as Dalton Steele and Jeff Scott were battling. Now here comes the lights of John Daniels pushing Dalton Steele out there on the outside, and Daniels going to the bottom side to get around Daniels and try to make a run up there to the number 46 of Barker. As Barker storms down here in the corner number 3 and 4. Heading around here for another time. Going to bring it to 3 laps to go as they're 3 wide for 3rd position. Coming off of 4 with James Wagner in the middle. Jeff Scott on the bottom. A little loose. And oh no, Rick Baldwin. Rick Baldwin having issues. He's sliding up. He collects another driver. Do they keep it straight? No, they don't. Baldwin gets contact. Problems there for Baldwin as he tries to save it the best he can. Not sure if they're going to call a caution. No, they do not. Jeff Scott before, Dalton Steele 5th. As they're all battling here for the lead. I think a lap car is going to be getting in the way here. Or maybe not. I'm just looking at it wrong. Barker there out front. Daniels there in 2nd. Wagner 3rd. Coming down the backstretch, side by side, storming down here into 30 as we're on board with John Daniels as he tries to chase down that internal machine of Christopher Barker as they storm through the travel. And we got another one loose. That is the 88 of Mark Morton, and they are backwards. That is the 88 and the 4 of Andrew Smith, and that will bring out the caution. So we're going to have a green-white checker here this evening for the Roughneck Racing crew and the Gen 6 series for James Wagner's Welding here tonight. Mark Morton and the 4 of Andrew Smith involved. I'm seeing Jeffrey Ledford may have been involved as well. We'll take a look at it here as it comes down. And yes, Ledford is involved as you see him skidding across down there on that infield grass, trying to get it straightened out. And Ledford does get it straightened out. Andrew Smith had to go down through the grass. He's getting his straightened out. Looks like he might have some damage to that machine. Problems arise. James Wagner third. As we're waiting for the lights to go green once again here at Kansas.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back out here at Kansas as we come storming down here in the corner. Out still settled out there in fourth. That top side still trying to. Brian Henning, but John Daniels out there above. Mark.
Caution. How you doing in there? Good.
One's about. Looks like Ledford and Fieldler. They come down. There you see Ledford get turned. Comes down into another car. And oh man, what a problem there. Our cameras are splitting in and out. That is the 10 machine of Edward Fielder there, as he's most likely is done out of this one, along with Ledford. Go here. As I'm trying to figure out what the grid. Oh, up front, it's still the 46 of Chris Barker as John Daniels out there on the outside. Who's it going to be here tonight as we wind it down here for the green-white checker here once again? Pace car comes off. They're coming to the flag. Green flag is out. They're down and away. Barker heading into corner number 1. Got a slight advantage over top of Daniels. But Daniels fighting hard back out on. As well as they're coming off the corner. All 4 drivers in a tight group. As Barker getting a little loose. Had to collect it there down on that inside lane. Now he collects it back up. Now he's battled back. They're on the inside. As they come storming around, 2 laps to go here in the James Wagoner Welding Gen 6 series here tonight. And it's going to be Daniels leading that lap as Steele brings it across for 2nd place. And now they come storming down here in the corner number 1. And Daniels out front. Here comes Wagner trying to make a move as he's getting on the outside. Many drivers here really want to try to make some sort of maneuver happen. Daniels now out front, Steele there in 2nd, Barker in 3rd. Then we get drivers touching as they come off, and Rick Baldwin having problems as they come towards the line, but it's going to be John Daniels for the win, and oh boy, what a mess there behind the leaders. As Daniels takes the win, Steele in 2nd and Barker in 3rd. If that is the way the finishing order finishes out here, as we wait to see from our results page. Just wait. The results still have not come in yet. Come on, bring me the result. John Daniels first, Dalton Steele 2nd. Christopher Barker there in 3rd. Wyatt Blair fourth, Theresa and fifth, Jeff Scott sixth, Mark Moore. Edward Fiedler 11th, Johnny Hurst there in 12th, Barker there, Ace there in 13th, Brian Hennings 14th, Jeffrey Ledford there in 15th, Benjamin Richards there in 16th, Chris Phillips in 17th. On the way back through the field a little bit farther, and 18th is Pylan, 19th goes to Andrew Smith, Ellis finishes 20th, Mikey DeVino finishes 21st. Tim Richardson there in 22nd. Adam Sprinkle there in 23rd. Greg Pillar in 24th. Stephen Chu finishes 25th. Jason Kinney in 26th. Tanner Speakman there in 27th. In 28th, that's going to go to Blake Witkowski. Angel Santiago takes home 29th. Tony Richards and 30th. Second. So that is your finishing grid here tonight. And like I said before, our cameras are not working the way they're supposed to, like half the stuff is tonight for some unknown reason. But we have Chris Barker here for our, Chris Barker not here. He was here. Now he was gone. As we were getting ready to interview him. Chris Barker, where'd you go? Not sure where Chris Barker left, but I don't see him anymore. All right. Who else do we got here? Dalton Steele, do we have him? Yeah, it looks like, there's Chris Barker. Okay. Where'd you go again there? Chris, did I finally chase you down?
Yeah, I was bouncing around there congratulating everybody. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's no problem here. Congrats for third place here tonight. What
Thank you,
a
sir.
wild race here towards the finish, though.
Yeah. I got to tell you, sorry, I just took a last drink of tequila there. Whew.
Probably well deserved.
I'm tickled to death with third, man. I was telling my teammates there, I knew that was going to happen at the end there. I knew the outside would have had better drive, and I'd probably get stuck down on the inside. I was conflicted whether I should take the outside on the restart, but old John, man, I don't know. He got a hell of a restart both times. Props to him, man.
Yeah, Daniels definitely did come out there and put some power down them last few laps.
Yeah.
To come away with the win, but you and Steele definitely hung in there trying to do all you could and coming away with third place. I wouldn't be too upset with that, especially with the way some of the night went for some of the other racers.
Yeah, I had to use that fast repair early, man, and I'm tickled to death with it.
Well, I know a lot of drivers, they had to use their fast repair and then still ended up having to try to repair the cars at the end.
Yeah, I think both my teammates kind of basically took out of the race.
That's a tough break there. And
yeah.
So, what do you have going into Watkins Glen next week?
We'll see. You know how these road courses are.
Well, hopefully you can keep a little bit of momentum going as you finished here third tonight. I mean, I can't remember where you finished last week.
Third, actually.
Well, you're going to try to finish third again next week to keep that streak alive?
I hope not. I'm coming for that win, but these guys are getting fast, so I'll just do what I can.
Alrighty. Well, congrats there, Chris, and we'll see you in Glen next week if we don't see you Wednesday night in the trucks.
Yeah, I'll be there. Sounds good, man. Thank you.
Alrighty. Congrats there, Margaret. We'll see you.
All right.
Oh, up, Margaret. Hey, Barker, sorry to pull you back in here, but forgot to ask you your sponsors and that you wanted to give a shout out to.
Oh, yeah. I got to give out a shout out to the main man that runs this whole deal basically, or pays for it, whatever. James Wagoner. Tim, he runs this thing. He keeps it, keeps everything tight, keeps these guys straight. The wife and kids, my teammates, you for broadcasting this deal. You're doing a heck of a job. and just all the guys at Roughneck.
Well, I try my best here, and tonight was definitely a trying night. I was getting frustrated here behind the cameras.
Oh yeah.
So
Maybe it'll get better. Hopefully.
Hopefully I figure out what in the world's causing my issue.
Oh yeah. Racing over the internet's tough for sure.
Oh yeah. All right. Now you can have a good night and keep congratulating those others.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. So that was Chris Barker, our third place finish. We're gonna see if we can find Dalton here somewhere amongst the teams. No, there he is. Good evening, Dalton. Can you hear me okay?
Hey, what's up?
It's going good. And how's that second place treating you here tonight?
Pretty good. I'm happy I got a top three, but I'm trying to get a win. It keeps evading me.
Just a little bit.
Yep.
Well, do you think you'd have any luck going into the Glen next week?
Well, hopefully. I'm not too sure if I'll be able to make it, but if I can, my biggest threat will be Chris Barker, I'm pretty sure, so it'll be fun to watch.
I know Parker's been pretty fast so far this season, finishing third both weeks these past couple weeks. Going into race 3, it must make a few drivers nervous. But the thing you got to keep in mind, too, is Barker's running this on ovals. What's he going to do on the road course of the Glen?
He's bad fast on them road courses. I haven't quite figured them out yet. I'm just trying to get used to these new Gen 6s, and I've been trying to work on them a little bit. My work schedule doesn't really let me.
Well, I'm sure there's some sympathy for you on that one. Who's your sponsors and shout-outs you want to give tonight for helping you get that second place finish?
Johnny Hurst, the team owner, let me race on his team, and Monster sponsored both our cars, and Mark Morton for helping me out there at the end to try to give me a push to get a big run. It's just everybody's tires were too new to really make a difference for anything to be worn out. So,
well, you did what you could to try to hold off Daniels, but Daniels definitely had a car to beat there come the end of the race.
Yeah, it's a shame the 6 car left. It was going to be fun at the end. Me and Morton had a strategy. We were half a lap to the good, and then that one caution came out. When everybody was spread out in that long green flag run, it would have been me and him there at the finish, but just didn't seem to work out that way, so we had to go to plan B.
Yeah, what happened to Phillips?
I think he just disconnected. I think it was one of those either my router crashed or iRacing said "fuck you."
Yeah, we've all had that one pulled on us. Well, congrats there for the congrats on that second place finish, and hopefully if you're here Wednesday night, good luck. You got a little bit of practice in here. I know there were 2 different animals though between the Gen 6 to the truck series, but at least you get a little bit of practice on the track layout.
It'll be interesting. We'll just have to see what happens.
Alrighty, and then hopefully we'll see how you do at the Glen next week.
Hopefully, I'm looking forward to it.
Alrighty, well you have a great night. Enjoy that second place finish.
Yep, I will. You too.
That was Dalton Steele there, our second place finish. Now let's get with our winner here, if we can find him. Where is he? There he is, in a room all by himself here. Good evening, John. How's it going?
Hello.
Yeah, you had great restarts in the last 2 cautions. Did you feel like you maybe saved a little bit more tire than those around you?
I figured out how to mitigate the jump on the restart. We'll put it that way. I was in a position to win twice there at the end. That initial caution at the end, I had a lap and a half to the good, and I didn't think to pit during that one time I pitted and took 2 tires. So if you can actually see my car right now, it is trying to fire because I have run out of fuel. Like, I was having the fuel box up, and it's telling me you've got 0.9 of a gallon left. And I've got my fuel box from iOverlay. Really recommend getting that if you want accurate fuel numbers, get iOverlay and use their box. But I looked on my quality lap and said I burned 0.34 of a gallon each lap. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna be okay, maybe. And I kept it on him. I kept it on him, and just used the side draft. You pinched him down and just used the clean air when able. And I owe a big old boatload of chalky milk to I think it was Dalton. Yeah, I think it was Dalton that pushed me there at the end. I owe him a big old crate of chalky milk because if you look at the tag of my card, it says top 5 free chalky milk. Well, you know what? That goes to admins and y'all here in the booth as well, because I'm amazed I actually won. I had a terrible qualifying. I qualified like 24th or something.
A great job there, nonetheless, to bring home the win here at Kansas. Now, the last 2 weeks you've raced on oval tracks. Next week you're heading to the Glen, which is a completely different animal, being a road course. Are you any good at those? Considering you got to turn both directions instead of turning left all day.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm getting a little bit better at this. But I can drive stock cars and ovals well. I can drive road course cars and road courses well. I've yet to manage to drive stock cars and road courses well, or well enough. We'll put it that way. But I'm a lot better than I was in the first proper stock car oval race I did with the group that we're actually partnered with here at Roughneck, Cannonball iRacing Series.
Yes. I believe I was on Friday nights. I was with Cannonball working with Richard over there with Noma TV.
Yep. So yeah, we're partnered, and I'm kind of doing some cross between since a few of the Roughneck guys came to our last Cannonball race at Talladega. But yeah, I didn't think I was going to do well after that back qualifying. I'm just like 24th or 26th or something like that. It was just awful. And I just don't have speed here. It's my problem. Yeah, but I was so mad that that caution came out, because I had that one if everything would have shaken out like it was. And I just took 2 tires out of spite just because tires weren't necessarily wearing on the left side. And I need a track position. I need a track position bad. And I just lucked out there to get some speed at the end and just use what I learned from other races in Cannonball and all that stuff. So I'm over the moon right now.
Your victory here tonight.
I guess I'd say my kind of sponsor, Find Love on or Die Trying, free visual novel game on Steam. And remember, when I do finish in the top 5 or top 10, depending on the series, it means free chalky milk.
Here tonight,
But that's it for me. Y'all take care and be safe now.
No, you too there, John, and we'll see you hopefully more in the series.
I plan to be.
So, already. Have a great night there.
You as well. Take care and be safe, and y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening.
All right, how about John Daniels, our winner here. And we'll get back with it here in just a few moments to get with the BMRL network and their races here tonight. So stick around and be sure to change the link over to the BMRL series, as we're switching over to that soon. But again.